talking about the Stephen Marlowe situation again. Um, I want to basically take back what I said, because I didn't think he was a target, but kind of find out he really is. He really was, really is one, and did uh, commit those crimes, And man, this stuff is just so messed up as far as like everyone's mental. You don't know what to believe anymore. You don't know what to believe. You think people are, just spreading false information and stuff like that. But yeah, that guy really was a TI, and he's in jail now. But the scripture said that this stuff will happen. Okay, some of us will be put in jail. Some of us they will cause to be put to death. It's in the scriptures, and this goes for like the ones that are being put to death, or the ones who that are dying. It doesn't even have to be a mass shooting. They could just be dying from new weapons and being targeted for so many years, being harassed and just wore out by being gang stalked for their entire life. So there are definitely uh, you know thousands of us dying from being targeted all the time. You know, and yeah, so I just wanted to go back and because I didn't believe he was a legitimate target. Because sometimes you see stuff on the news and you just don't want to believe. But yeah, he was one, and they finally put the words mind control in the article. So in the news article, they said that Stephen Marlowe was complaining about being mind controlled by his neighbors, and that's why he went and did the act that he did to those neighbors that he did it to. But like I said in my previous video, a lot of times, you go out here and you go offer people, you know, you don't know if those people are mind controlled. You know what I'm saying? Because it's obvious that they are. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's by mind controlling them by basically threatening them, or they can just be giving them stuff. Giving them stuff to make them keep up the stuff that they're doing to us. You know what I'm saying? So that's a form of mind control too. Bribery, bribing them, giving them things. I've heard that they give out grants, stuff like that, or telling them that we're not going to do it to you, we'll do it to that person. It's all forms of mind control. So that's what the name of the game is now. And I don't blame him for doing what he did, you know, because he just couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? And I get that way sometimes. I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and you know just crash out, but I always pray about it, and I stop myself from taking that route because I know that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? They want you to crash out so they can have another story to put in the news and say that this person was delusional when it's all proven facts that our brains receive electrical signals. All right, they've already done these experiments on animals, bulls, monkeys. Play with their brains to get them to do different activities, different whatever. It's all proven. You can look all this stuff up. We keep talking about it. We've been standing out in the street protesting. All of the ones that are in our house doing YouTube videos. There's no way that they're not seeing these videos. All of a sudden, every time someone dies, they go and pull up the video And oh, this person was delusional. Come on, man. They have people who actually go through YouTube checking for uh, racial slurs, uh, so-called misinformation, and all that type of stuff. Like back before, they were saying uh, people would spread misinformation about the venom. You know what I'm talking about. Uh, the jab. They got people they pay to do that, and it shows up in the algorithm if we talking about it. It's like an AI that can actually tell what you spoke about, and then it goes straight in on your video. Like I post a video talking about certain topics that they didn't want to be talked about, and that video will be flagged, not even just flagged, because people do flag. The video will be put immediately, like I can, just posted that video, and the notification to come through within minutes, if not seconds, of me publishing the video to YouTube. So there's no way that they can, they can't say, oh, these people, you know, we didn't know this and that was happening with that person. Man, they come out their mouth and say, we having a mass delusion. Such thing as a mass delusion. That's what you call a delusion, when somebody can sit there and say, oh, a group of people all together are having a mass delusion. There is no such thing as a mass delusion. You know what I mean? So, uh, yeah, like I said, Stephen Marlowe, he really was a TI, and I just feel bad for the dude, man, because even though uh, you may look at it like, well, he stopped what was happening, he hasn't stopped anything. They're going to continue to target him while he's in prison. Trust me. There's a lady. She was a female serial killer. You can go watch her interview with. She did an interview with the the people who were like they did news coverage on her, but she was complaining about how uh, the police and the sheriff in whatever county, whatever state she was in, they knew that she was killing the men, and they were basically dropping off agents. Uh, because when you're targeted, it's like this. It's like I've told y'all before. I can go 2, 3 cities over, and I can run into Curtis. Okay, 2, 3 cities over, just jump out my car in a random city, walk in a gas station, or on some random stuff. Try to be as random as possible. Just jump in my car, fly up the freeway, and just choose a place. Not even knowing where I'm going, just jump off. I've done it several times. Just ride freely in the wind, and fill up my tank and take off, right? And I'm telling you, I'll pop up in a strange city anywhere on the map, and they will have agents. Uh, it's not like they in place. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now you have the ones that are in place, that they're always there in your city. These people are straight up like mind control. So they giving all of their free willpower, whatever, however you want to call it. They've given it over to this beast system, and just like that, real time, I'll have first saying things flat out their mouth, doing things, having indirect conversations about what I was just talking about in the city where I'm from, and I'm in a whole nother city. I cannot make this up. Okay, there's no lying about this. All right, just like I said, the guy's name is Rivaldo or something. I need to get that right. Well, not knowing what his name is, but he's from Israel. He's the one who talked about hackable humans. And that's what I feel like that is. That's how they're able to have you just do some random type of behavior and they pop up and they right there and you be like, hey, there's no way. Yeah, hackable humans. The dude said that they can hack, uh, they can hack thousands, like a whole city block, a whole city. Like even Brian Kaufman, Brian Kaufman, the one that he's a whistleblower. He even said that they were doing that in Seattle. They were hacking like the whole area, so that's why it was so much crime, so much homelessness, so much people doing drugs, so much, just whatever it is that can take your life away faster, that was happening. You know, drug use is a way to get you out of here faster. Crime is a way to get you out of here faster. Domestic violence is a way to get you out of here faster. So all these people who are killing their spouses or hurting their children, this is all part of that. This is all part of that system. Okay, it's a satanic system. That's why I always say that it's Satan. That's what it is. Anyhow, by him killing those people, he's still going to be targeted. Like I said, the girl, she's a serial killer. I think another one of my subscribers that I watch all the time, his name is Michael Miller. He has it on his channel about the female serial killer. I forget what her name is, but like I said, she was killing men. She was popular. And the reason why is because she said all the men that were picking her up were raping her. They were raping her. They was like, even though she was a prostitute, they were doing the stuff to her that she wasn't allowing them to do, putting guns on her and holding her in her will, against her will for hours, sexually assaulting her. So that made her be rageful, and that'll do that to anybody. Okay, you said they're taking someone's body from them, taking their, you know what I'm saying, doing it to them, and then she's being followed. She's noticing that she's being followed. She said all this in the interview. She said in her interview, go look it up. We'll put her name in there, but she said that the sheriff department was sending agents where she was. So she was being targeted. And this was like, man, it was like in the 80s, in the 70s or something, early on. And they were doing that and taking advantage of her. If you think about that, you're a prostitute. So you're definitely easy to be found because you're walking the streets, right? You're walking the streets, jumping in cars with random men. All right, so what do we see at TI? Person. They always pulling up, riding around in their cars. They'll pull up somewhere, and they go pulling up in their car. So that's what was happening to her. She'll be out walking, her pulling up on her, and they was taking advantage of her. And that's what made the mind control uh, more susceptible, to for her to be behavior modified because they was attacking her. Anybody that's getting attacked, eventually, it's just like a dog. If you beat that dog all the time, no matter if you feel like that dog never do nothing, it can be a bulldog, whatever. You keep on attacking that dog is gonna turn and fight the fuck out of you. Okay, so that's what they be doing. All right, like I said, you go look it up, you'll find that she was saying that they was using microwave weapons on her in her cell while she was in prison on death row. That's what I'm trying to tell you. it doesn't matter if you kill people and you go to jail, you still gonna get targeted. That's just like the guy Sammy 17. He was in Dade County, Florida. Killed him. Okay, even if you go to prison, you're still gonna be getting targeted. You know, you just basically worse on yourself because Sammy 17 because he beat up and killed what he thought was a person the first time, which was an old elderly man, beat him and killed him, and they sentenced him to prison for however long. Went in, they continued to target him while he was in prison. They made it even worse because they could take his manhood while he was in prison. And this is how they get down. You gotta think about how sick these people gotta be. It's like there's a story that's out now that just happened this year where um, inmate or inmates plural and the men from the jail to go over to the women's side and rape him. Do you know how messed up that is? And Sammy 17, he said that he came out of prison with sexually transmitted diseases. Coming out of prison where it's all men there. You feel? And same way, you look at the stuff that happened with the women. Who says that those guys that were raping them were clean? They surely weren't using condoms. They in prison. Where they get the condoms at? You see what I'm saying? These some nasty motherfuckers, y'all. These are some nasty, low down ass motherfuckers. I mean, think about that. They paid the prison guard $1,000 to go and rape these women. When you're in a prison with criminal women, you don't have to rape anybody. Like, I guarantee you, there were some women there at that thing in that who would have been willing to sleep with one of those guys for that $1,000 or whatever they were willing to pay. But this how twisted and fucked up their head is that they want to rape people. You see what I'm saying? They really that's what they want. You know, target is we don't been through. I was in those times. It ain't gonna get no better for them. They ain't gonna have nobody to even halfway protect them once they go in there. You know, nobody. That whole damn system. Go look it up yourself. I bet you if you go look up incidents of foster care abuse, you're gonna find so much of just infinite amounts of it. Nothing but abusive situations where children dying, being raped, all kind of stuff, straight out the foster care system. You see what I'm saying? And even if the other relatives get those kids, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna go to a relative with the program. Make it look good. That's how the foster care system. They make it look good. Oh, we're gonna take care of them. We got this big old house. You know, we're gonna do this and that. I just saw another article where two guys that were married to each other were abusing their prostitutes, making child sex porn. You see what I'm saying? They allow that type of stuff into their to blend in with the community, but yet still they sit around watching us 24/7. Oh, they know what them niggas were doing. You see what I'm saying? They know what they were doing because they win. They just got caught. I stayed when I stayed back home uh, in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Red Bank is a city on the outskirts. And I'm gonna find that article and I'm gonna read it to you guys. I'm gonna put it up, and I can show you on my credit history where I lived at, all of my addresses, and I can show you that where I stayed, uh, there was a child sex trafficking ring where a guy who stayed directly, it was two of them, a white guy and a black guy. They was perked, and I've made videos about them. The guy who stayed across from me, his daughter-in-law was dating a black guy. And they you know how they do. You know how they work together, they live in the same complex together. You know, you might find a mother, daughter, and all the damn people in one damn place. You feel me? But so the father-in-law, the daughter-in-law was dating a black guy, which ain't nothing wrong with them. That's not the point of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is these people were literally child sex trafficking. And I used to wonder, like, I seen one day the daughter-in-law, which is the white girl, her baby father came, but he was all riled up and mad about his kids. And I'm like, I didn't like the guy that she was dating because I just could tell like something wasn't right with him. And this is before I even knew that I was being targeted.